Yeah.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna do the other one. I like the other one.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna take some time and do it.
Do what?
Just find new music. Listen and watch shows and wait till they say girthy and then put that on the music.
I might have. I don't know if we should talk over this or not.
No, we probably should, so that we don't
get copyright. Well, this is Girthy, the #1 comedy business podcast in the world.
Yeah, that's a hard out.
Oh, wow,
my bad.
That is an outro, isn't it?
That's a girthy intro.
That's the outro, though, isn't it? Because it just ends like that.
No, you think they're different? They're the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I gotta just change the trim on.
The end is at the beginning, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
How did I keep doing that? Just to give you in the show boo balls.
Oh man, we might be goofy tonight.
Yeah, why not?
Look, I didn't say our kickoff slogan of hotty toddy, and
maybe it's time to move on.
What'd you say?
Maybe it's time to move on.
From what?
From you know what?
From our salutation?
You say our.
Hey, when I didn't say it for a while, you would get upset and make me say it.
It did mess up my rhythm. I don't know why.
Well,
but
everybody's kind of a creature of habit of some sort, right?
You know, yeah.
But variety is the spice of life.
Oh my God. Bad start.
What are you talking about? Variety is the spice of life?
Are you just reading shit off a coffee mug somewhere? Where's our coffee?
I went to Home Goods before I went here.
Ooh, that's good. I'm going to use that.
I just saw one, a couple Lift Lav Love, almost got you a framed photo of the Jesus barefoot on the beach.
Oh, yeah?
That
would be better than the last frame photo, yes.
Where is it?
I think I put it in Avery's room above her bed.
Oh, man. Pretty
sure.
I can't yes and that.
I win.
You went to.
I won.
You went to no man's land, riffing wise.
Ooh, what am I gonna say?
Well,
nothing.
Yeah, I know that's not true because she's not a fan of me. So, do you have the story? Do you have the story she did of us? The gay story?
Oh no, I don't.
Do you know what she used to do it?
No.
So
she started to read it. I was like, no, stop.
I sent Eric an AI. The Remini app has this thing where you can have a picture of two people and it'll make them hug. And I thought it would be funny to find two shirtless pictures of me and make me hug. And it looks so weird and creepy.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, there's no way they do this thing well with this app. They're just like, oh, because I got a new iPhone. And guess what? You can pretty much do everything that app does now on iPhone.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of like picture quality stuff, like upscaling and whatnot.
Mm.
And so I was going to say, so you fired back with an even better one that your daughter wrote an AI story about us two.
Yeah. It was long, first of all. Like, she started to read it. She's like, do you want to hear the AI love story I wrote about you? And I was like, okay. And then she started to go on. I was like, oh no. This is too well written to not end in a very gross. There's something that's just going to creep me out forever.
Right.
I'll be forever hurt. And it'll be indelible.
Oh.
And I made her stop. I was like, nope. She's like, I took out the part when you were kissing. I'm like, oh, thank God.
See, I'm a pretty visual. I'm a pretty visual guy, but I feel like I would laugh if I visualized whatever she was reading off.
What?
To me, this is cartoonish because it's so. We're straight as hell, bro.
Yeah.
We're like
you
so
never
straight,
get me.
bro.
I'm out of your league.
That may be true. I don't know. That's
not how you yes and it.
You can't handle this ass. I mean, this is a power bottom ass.
No, I don't want that.
It's too much ass. You ever dated a girl with too much ass?
You sure about that?
I dated a girl with a fake butt, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. This is too much.
I don't know about that.
She's like 5 foot.
Yeah.
It was like...
That must be such a weird feeling. like you're riding around on a phone book all the time?
Well, I was like, it's cool. I mean...
Cool trick.
I don't know if I have enough dick, though. That was the problem.
Yeah.
That's why brothers like the big asses. Yeah. It's all geometry if you're really breaking it down.
Say it louder so my daughter can hear you.
Oh, I thought
because she's. I just think I heard.
I also think anything we say in here, if they can actually hear it, is pretty. They were like, ugh, like doesn't matter. Whatever we say is not cool.
Yeah, it does the
So they
opposite
zone
dad
out.
effect. It works.
Yeah.
Oh man. Do you know I got stuff to talk about?
You got?
You know? Oh yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Big
prepped?
day. Big day on Capitol Hill.
What happened on Capitol Hill?
Today was a UAP disclosure hearing thingy.
UAP is United America Presidents.
Unidentified anomalous phenomenon.
I thought it was okay.
Used to be aerial phenomenon. They changed it again because they got boats now.
I'm suspect of the rebranding of things like that. You know, UFO.
Sure.
For seemingly no reason, but like, is it to kind of keep you off the scent? Is what I'm saying. For sure. Yeah.
I mean, dude.
Like ISIS is ISIL.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, like that's way too close, dude. It's like a trans person going, my name isn't Patricia anymore. It's Patrick, and you're like, that's too much.
Yes. That's without a doubt been a thing. That's part of what they talk about. I don't remember exactly.
I never thought you would say yes to that metaphor I just gave.
Yeah, no, it works. Because no, there was 4 guys. I'll give you the rundown real quick. 4 guys. It was Tim Gallaudet, who was a rear admiral in the Navy.
That's what I'd be.
Lou Elizondo, who was the guy who wrote the book. Who, by the way, you know, I told you about the book and how it was like, the way I put it was he was like kind of self-vetting. And it's like, oh, he's a shill. It's like, well, yeah. Like, there's no way around that. Because everything he put in his book, he cleared through the Department of Defense, right? So,
and you can get sued if anything with other people is it like, if you publish a book, you do, and anybody else is in it that's in real life.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get it run through with lawyers to make sure.
Yeah.
Because you'll get hit quick.
Which is what's really weird about all of it. Because, like, the government said, they told him, you can say this.
Liable?
So it's just like...
Yeah, liable.
Yeah. But, like, people are like, oh, it's a conspiracy. It's like, no, it's obvious that's what he's doing. Like, he's telling you, like, everything. But, like, he also worked on these programs and shit, and they ask him questions, and he's like, I can't tell you that here. And then they had...
Where are you going to tell me?
In a skiff, a secured something, like a room.
Oh, a dumb, like, device room?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically like a bunker that you can't get, like, cell phone signals, radio, and nothing gets through. Like, you leave your phones out.
Yeah.
And that's when they do their secret talk.
Secret time.
And then they had Michael Schellenberger, a journalist who broke UFO shit. I don't understand why he was there. And this other guy, I don't even remember his last name's Gold. I don't even heard of this guy. But let's see what I...
Gold Jerry.
Say that there are good and bad of whatever these things are. And so my concern from a national security perspective is A, that
I'm
true?
in love
B,
with
are you
all
guys
of
hearing
the
reports
chicks
of that? And C,
on the
I think
committee, by
moving
the
forward
way.
in regard to technology, Mr. Gold, if you can answer this real quickly, some of these aircraft, it seems that they are operating off of energy that we don't currently have.
Lima?
But just yes or no, in your opinion,
Luna.
if we were able to
She's
obtain
from
that,
Florida.
would that impact humanity for the better or
Oh,
negative?
I know who she is.
Would certainly save us some money on funding on Artemis.
Definitely.
And this is a national security issue, that if there is such technology out there, we're not the only country that might have access to it. We don't want to be on the wrong end of technological surprise.
Okay. Thank you guys for your time.
All right,
Sorry,
thank you. I will
playing
now
background
recognize
because I
Mr. Garcia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, and I apologize for stepping out.
Of course, the timestamps. I messed them up.
The
it was
experts are
different.
always the worst speaker, though. Like,
Oh, I can talk about
he looks
just
like...
the fucking back and forth shit is just so ridiculous. Thank you, Mr. Houseman, and thank you,
Right.
Vice Chairperson.
He
And
sounds
I
like
want to
he's
say
in a-
thank you to all of you. and
He's like
thank
in a
you-
Renaissance fair.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
He's like Mr. Feeney.
um,
Mr. Matthews.
Testimony today A government work on the UAP subject still remains classified. Excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we
Okay,
are not...
here, let's listen to
JFK file.
Boebert.
No, ma'am.
This chick pops
I
off.
think it's about 5% of our ocean that's actually
Oh,
been
I love her.
Oh, you'll
studied
love her
in
even more
detail,
now.
She's the
by
one who gave a
man,
handy
and
got caught.
we've studied more of space than we had of our own oceans. And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
Look at that hand movement.
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
By the way, on Netflix, George Knapp's Investigation Alien, they caught a fucking orb go from the air down into the water.
I thought we were working with Doritos.
There's orbs, Doritos, Fritos, you name it. All the chips are up there. They're
By the
all on
way-
the table.
I saw a picture of, I think it was the Sports Illustrated from like 2003 or 2 with the Clippers on it, LA Clippers. Did I tell you we used to say this when I lived with Brendan T. Gleason? Like, you'd see someone's headshot during a football game or something, and you just go, that guy, it looks like he says, Doritos. I don't know.
Okay.
I should have
question?
smoked before this.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Now that we have
Sorry,
all been cautioned in this committee hearing
This is where
that the
she's, like,
mention
talking
of
shit.
Pentagon's Immaculate Constellation program could
By the way, she's so dumb. She mispronounces Immaculate Constellation.
put us on a list. Well,
From Colorado.
I already
Listen.
find myself on many lists, I'm sure. So I
Yeah,
speak
girl.
my mind often, so why not just keep going with it? May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, birds are government drones, and we've never set on foot on the moon, and Joe Biden received 81 million votes in the 2020 election. So let's just see how many lists we could get on here today. But Mr. Schellenberger, I wanted to ask
man,
you.
I bet she fucks so awesome.
Probably, yeah.
I think I understand from this hearing that you would agree that classifying information like this is not in the best interest of the people. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, with the caveat that, of course, I would support classification necessary to protect secrets essential to national security,
She
but I
does
think
ask-
it's pretty obvious that there's overclassification.
Overclassification, yes. And so in most instances, if they can't tell us what, do you think at some point they'll at least tell us why?
President-elect Trump has repeatedly
Yeah.
committed to greater transparency, both on the UAP issue, on JFK files, on
Yes.
COVID origins, and many other things. So I think
Yes.
that we need to make sure that the next administration is held accountable for that.
Agreed. And this is for all four of you.
Agreed.
Yes or
Right
no,
answer.
please? I have many questions I want to get
This is the part that I was looking for.
to. Are there any known instances of recovered materials or technologies that are not of human origin and maybe connected to any advanced bioscience defense programs within the USG?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to answer that, ma'am.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe this wasn't the part.
Okay, so there are
Watch how
rumors
they all say,
that
"I don't
have
know."
come up
Way
to
to cue it
the
up.
Hill of a secretive project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described
God,
as
she looks
non-human
so
genetic
awful.
material, potentially for the
To be in a car
enhancement
with?
of human capabilities,
imagine?
hybrids. Are any of you familiar
Blankets.
with that? Yes or no?
She just asked about alien hybrid. So she is going all out. Like, what do we got here?
No, ma'am.
I am not, ma'am.
I'm not.
She's your dream girl.
Okay, I would like to know,
No.
with Immaculate Constellation,
Really?
how does this relate to UAP activities, Mr. Schellenberg, in oceanic environments? Are there any instances where the Navy or other maritime forces have encountered
Maritime.
UAPs that could not be?
I didn't catch that.
Not
at first.
maritime.
I didn't catch that. If you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have gotten it. I wouldn't have caught it.
Yeah.
I went to her vocational school.
It's just crazy when you speak with confidence how you just get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
You're violating maritime laws, sir.
Well,
Explained by known technology or
Maritime.
natural phenomena.
Yeah, the Immaculate Constellation covers both terrestrial and oceanic, and there's actually a number of cases described in the report that occur in the ocean.
And do you believe that there is a concerted effort by the Pentagon to keep Congress out of the loop regarding these UAP activities, specifically in our waters?
Yes.
I think it's about 5% of our ocean that's actually been studied.
Okay, we heard that part. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a lot of... Like, I didn't really necessarily hear anything new, but it went on the record.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big deal. Like, the guy...
What does that mean, though? I mean, the record.
Well, the next step is...
I'm just going to keep looking at our screen.
Pushing the, you know... They have this Aero organization, government organization, that's supposed to, like...
What does it stand for? It's an abbreviation for something?
All domain... Anomalous Resolution Office, who had been just like burying all this shit.
Do you think they make the abbreviation for the like the abbreviated word first, and then figure it out, or vice versa?
No, I just think that that's just like a weird military government boner thing that they all have to like have an abbreviation they can say.
Right.
You know, what does SecDef think about it?
But look, this has been my thing with finance ever since I worked at a mutual fund company in 2006. I'm like, I think this is deliberately abbreviated, like shorthand, so that it's so much harder to break into that world and understand what's actually going on.
Yeah, that's
like Wall Street, definitely.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
You don't have a CDO, credit default swap option?
Listen, we got to get those IPBs out of we're all fucked.
Right. Nvidia's IPO is about to happen.
Nvidia.
Whatever it is.
Thanks, Representative Boebert.
I got lost in her. I do like that look. I do love a chick in like a businessy suit. That's
sure.
Always,
yeah.
If I don't have any kink or any of that, but like that's or fetish. That's as close as I get.
Yeah.
Like I love a good,
I think we
tight
just,
political business lady suit.
No, but I think we just like that. It looks like they make money.
No, I think it's like the hot nerd's always been my number one. There's no way like she was the coolest. She's definitely
already insufferable.
Right, and she just plows. I don't even think she was listening. She seems like a chick that would talk and you would answer, and she's not even waiting. She's on the next thing already.
Right. That's why she's a congressperson.
You're right. Our government cares about us. All of them.
Hey, today was progress. They made some progress. They had people, you know.
I don't know whatever comes of these hearings.
Right. It never happened before, so they had one. They had one where David Grush says, yes, we found...
So it brings some credibility.
Biologics with the spacecraft, and nobody gave a shit.
I guess it brings some public credibility to the table.
Right. It's the only way they can do it. It's
yeah.
like they just have to do this spoon-feeding bullshit until something gives.
And you're kind of hoping this is one stepping stone to the next, to getting more awareness, I guess.
Well, one of the closing statements by somebody or questions was like, how can we have more whistleblowers come forward and shit like that? But like,
let's stop calling them whistleblowers. That doesn't sound good ever. Like that can be a good thing.
Well, no matter what, you're gonna you're snitching. No matter what.
It always sounds bad though. It's like truth teller. I don't know. Paul
That's exactly what I was just gonna say. That's weird.
Really?
Yes. That was gonna be my spitball. Me neither. That's what I was gonna say. Instead of, but like, no matter what, you got that snitch.
Where's that AI love story?
Snitch thing. Let's just make it right now.
It's called the synchronicity effect.
Oh man.
So it brings validity, credibility a little bit more. It's one more thing for your militia. I don't know what you call yourselves. Believers.
What do you mean believers?
You and your dork group of people that love alien stuff. Reddit? Just call it Reddit? Discord?
I'm not a believer.
Oh. I thought you're into the alien. You believe they're there. They're like here. They've come here.
It's not like they're here.
Oh, they're here now.
There's stuff flying around you can't explain. There's too much shit going on. So there's something going on. I don't have to believe in it I objectively see crazy shit happening
I
around the
guess
world.
there
and
really
it's just,
isn't anybody that doesn't. I don't know anybody that doesn't believe. Like that doesn't at least leave it open ended. Like I don't know, man.
I know some people.
Do you?
Yes. You know.
It was our former producer, Third Mike.
No.
Oh no.
What? Who? John Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Well, I don't know. He'll take a zag on something. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's true, but not that.
Remember the abortion debate we had?
How could I forget?
And I just kept asking just basic questions. You're like, please stop, please.
No, my point is, it's just like
That was funny as shit to me.
you could just look at, just if you want to know about it, look it up, and there's plenty of shit out there to find out, and like.
I guess I think about it like Game of Thrones. Like it's a lot of homework. To me, it's like I think about trying to get into it and sift through everything, and that part makes me not. I get lazy right there.
I will tell you that
It's already
in an alternate universe. I almost wish at this point I did what you're doing, and just come in at the last minute and be like, okay, so this is it.
Okay.
That's what it is,
right.
Okay,
That's another part
because there's chances are it's going to be something is told to us. It could be manipulated. Like it's all so fucked already. Like people could the president could be like, "We have aliens. I'm an alien," and then people would be like, "I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't trust the government."
Mars attacks
Nobody believes the truth doesn't even matter anymore. Doesn't matter.
X-Men.
I choose to believe what I believe. It's like okay, well, so it's just kind of like.
Yeah, there's always going to be a counterculture to whatever is out there, right? Like, the flat earth thing is a very good example. It's like, seems overwhelming that it's not. There's overwhelming evidence it's not, but it's
right.
You can't trust science because you don't believe.
Oh, I can't prove it. I can't prove it.
Well, yeah, it's almost
before.
It's almost narcissistic because it's like you can't trust anybody else's groupthink of something that seems to be pretty
right.
There's a lot of empirical evidence.
Yeah, no, I mean, as just these last couple of years, it's just been like, I don't know much about anything beyond what I can see and touch and feel in my face.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If I don't experience it, it doesn't happen.
Which when I did see that shit floating above, that one day, I was like, okay, that was bizarre. So, that did help.
Don't get me wrong.
Solidify things. But
if anybody has an alien story, I want to hear it.
For sure.
I want to know what I'm getting into, conversation-wise, too.
Yeah. I think an important thing for all this is ask yourself, what does it benefit any of these people to talk about it? What is the benefit?
Yeah, to me, it's something out of my control, and I don't know what benefit I would gain by getting ahead of it, right?
No, I don't mean you in particular. I mean,
know, but I'm
the
talking
people
about,
involved directly with it.
I could see myself getting down this rabbit hole too. I'm just saying, that's. I was trying to think of the cut point of it seems like a lot of work.
If anything, it's interesting,
and I'll be mad. I won't actually know probably at the end.
Well,
for
me, it is kind of a fun
hobby, passion.
Well, I was gonna say, interesting because you see these videos. It's fun to see them be like, "Oh, is that real? Why would that not be real?" Because it's like shit that you've never seen before. So to me, that's what I find interesting. And it doesn't have to just be UFOs. Fucking send Bigfoot, send all this shit. It's like, who knows at this point?
Well, yeah, and then video's getting so good now too. It's tough to really I'm gullible for some stuff that I'm like, I didn't know was fake.
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean. I told you about that Las Vegas alien footage. I think we talked about that last time. The guy verified it, and you can see it's bizarre. It's like you see these cloudy ant people.
Cloudy ants?
They're like giant, not ants.
Jizz ants?
Mantis beings peeking over
jizz
the
bugs?
fence. Yes.
Cum bug.
The scientific
There's
term.
cum bugs.
Jizzimus.
It's like Randy Quaid and Kingpin.
Oh, yeah?
There's shit flying in. Get out of here.
So, we can keep talking about it.
Well, I'll sidestep. How long have we been going?
Jack Bauer.
I'll sidestep a bit. We're not a very political show because
I guess there was a big thing that happened.
We don't really care.
Right. Which is weird because I don't know about you. Like, after it happened, I was kind of glad Trump won.
Oh, tell me more.
It felt like...
I have a different reason, I bet, but yeah, I get you.
Okay, we'll see. It felt like if I have a bad kid in class, sometimes it might be good to give him a job to do. So,
sure.
Not
Devil
not
makes
so
work
much
for idle hands.
That direct, but I'm saying I almost
You think he
am
did?
more relieved that the side I feel could be much more uproarious doesn't have that reason to be. Because in the end, I feel like it's not going to be much different.
That's a hot take I haven't heard.
Really?
No, not at all.
You heard it here
That
first.
is an original hot take.
Some people call me Cool Eric.
Now, let's see if the other Eric actually uses it for...
I think it's the funniest outcome of the two.
I mean, if you're picking two...
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's funny. So funny wins in this case. I don't think
That's it?
I
I really thought about it long and hard.
do have a theory that so second term is different, right? Because you're not trying to get reelected.
I think the verse same as the first.
No, I think that's important because if you there was that NPR thing a while back on a podcast, This American Life, when NPR's podcasts were good, like 2012-ish. And it was talking about like everybody in office spends half their term trying to get reelected.
Half? Day two.
I'm telling you, right, but I'm
Day
saying
two,
like,
you start
but
campaigning for next time.
it'll openly be on their calendars. What
Right.
I'm saying, like they'll start strategizing and stuff right away. But I'm saying like they start physically campaigning.
In
and
a
going
way,
out.
they'll start. I mean,
So
that's
that's
an exaggeration.
that's why Warren Buffett hates. Like he has a really great letter about like, look, you're doing a service. This isn't. There shouldn't be a political career for anybody.
Oh, there should absolutely be term limits on the fucking shit.
Right, but you should be able to
don't be
openly
building
spend time
building
trying to
an
get
empire.
reelected while in office.
Yeah.
Do it on your weekends if you want, but even then.
Scary thing if he tries to pull an FDR or something. Third term.
Well, I wanted to so
Putin style.
here's my best thoughts in a good way, in a positive way. He's pretty old. He's lost a step, you know. Even hearing him on
You're
Rogan,
gay.
he's a little slower.
You're gay.
Right?
What?
On Rogan?
I don't know if I don't know if I remember seeing him talk for 3 hours straight.
But I'm
in a
saying like
conversation, so I don't
I'm
know.
saying this tempo's slow. Like it feels slower. Feels like age is starting to get to him.
I mean, for sure, he's old.
Been shot at twice. Or
Right.
once at least, and then three assassination attempts. I guess there was a recent one, I'm gonna say, that kind of got buried. There was another one.
I don't know.
I think that got buried in the news.
Probably.
Which is odd. If it's the other way around, we'd still be talking about it. It happened in July,
yeah.
you
We'd
know?
have parades by now.
No, but I mean, it would be like, they'd still be bringing it up and dissecting every piece of that story. But since it's Trump and he's such a repugnant person, even Fox News is like, yeah, we're good with it after a day.
Yeah.
I think in a positive light, I think you're that old, second term, so you can't do it again. I think I'm hoping he's just gonna disrupt a bunch of shit in like an old man kind of crabby way, and like gonna go out flicking everybody off kind of deal. He's gonna take it to the grave and be like, I don't care if you hate me, because
maybe
it seems like that's already in motion. Judging by this is the only thing I had prepped for this podcast was your boy Elon, is one of the cabinet picks, and Vivek, and they came out with the statement, about some of the statistics about waste and inefficiency in the government.
Uh-huh.
Did you see this?
No.
I'm going to do Jay Leno. Did you see this? You hear about this? The CBO revealed at least 1,240 or 64 federal programs and bureaus have expired. Yet, I lost my spot. Yet, they still have expired authorizations, but still receive $516 billion in funding in 2024.
Yeah.
B.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, that is wild. I already saw RFK Jr. was like,
Okay, well, hold on.
I'm clearing house on the NIH.
I mean, oh yeah, probably should. Listen, if you think about the UFO aspect of things, okay, there's a part of it where they talk about, there's a good chance that humans have built some of these things and kind of reconstructed them. So think about whatever sort of economical benefits these humans are getting, these unknown humans, probably associated with defense contract companies and shit, running around doing whatever the fuck they want.
Wait, what? I lost this angle.
There's good evidence that there's human-made UFOs also. That they have reverse engineered these things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
There's
Doritos?
Yes. The idea was that they handed shit over to the defense contractors. They reverse engineered it and started doing. Anyways, think about that though. If you and I have our own UFO, how do we make money off of that? There's a business there somewhere.
It's like an app idea.
But that sort of power is just insane.
Yep.
And that kind of money, $516 billion, just fucking out the fucking whatever the fuck.
And we just gave more money to Ukraine.
Oh, well, they need it.
In Israel, I think, didn't we? I don't know. I don't keep up with
it's all crazy. That's where I'm like, you know what?
Buddy, there's more.
I don't want to hear
Wait,
about that.
I want to read it because it is kind of important when you see how much hey, we owe a lot of money as a country. Most people are swimming in debt as citizens here.
Uh-huh.
And it's well,
I want to launch a rocket through it.
we wouldn't mind taxes if I've tried to do the bit on stage if I just got an itemized receipt.
Right, let us pick.
Oh yeah, or pick, yeah. Okay, the Government Accountability Office estimates the federal government wastes $247 billion in taxpayer money each year. Department of Treasury reported
Right, that's based off of what report?
This is
Who made it?
Here's some of the most insane statistics about the waste and efficiency of the U.S. government.
My point is, did a government agency make that report?
Oh, yeah, this is from.
Nothing's real.
Yeah, this is
It's
from.
just
This is from our boy Trump.
Give me money.
This is from his office. Even if it's somewhat true.
There's undoubtedly an insane amount of
Look,
waste.
the numbers are probably inflated here, but it's still. I mean, we're talking cartoonish numbers.
Right. Oh, dude, there should not be one person, at least in America, that should have debt, homeless. There's so much out there, and these motherfuckers hide it. It's like
Now I got to read off
there
these.
could have been no.
The Department of Treasury reported $24.5 billion in unreconciled transactions in the past, meaning it spent $25 on unknown items.
Didn't close out their bar tab.
Department of Agriculture employees misused government-issued credit cards, spending millions on personal purchases like concert tickets, tattoos, lingerie, and car payments. $33.2 million was spent on transgender monkey research.
You sure about that?
Monkey.
Huh.
The NIH spent part of a $2.7 million grant to study Russian cats walking on a treadmill.
I mean, that's what they say it's for.
Look, it's believable.
It's believable, and yet
The men who talk to goats or stare at goats.
and yet, well, that's real.
I know, but I'm
Remote
saying
viewing.
we will spend money in some wacky ways.
They still use remote viewing.
The DoD
this day.
ruined $170 million of military equipment by leaving it outside.
Forgot where they left it.
Left it outside, dude.
No, it's bizarre. Like they go to the shit in Afghanistan. Ever seen what the Taliban military parade? Bro, they have all the shit we left there.
Oh,
and they all figured out how to use it.
Yeah, that happened before when we gave them.
Like, oh man,
we helped them out.
I thought we took the keys with us.
Well, we helped them out with Russia a long time ago, and then they're like, "Sweet, thanks. We're going to use these on y'all."
Yeah.
Or Afghanistan.
See you in 20 years.
The U.S. Agency of International Development spent $6 million to promote tourism in Egypt. The SBA
That makes sense.
gave over $200 million to music artists like Post Malone, Chris Brown, and Lil Wayne through the COVID Paycheck Protection Program. We didn't get any of that. We're so dumb for not doing that. We could have.
Well, at the time, I
people weren't paying that shit back, dude.
At the time, I kind of did.
The U.S. military bought soap dispensers for aircraft at 80 times the commercial price.
No, this gets into the Independence Day. The dad, what do you think they said? $200 for a toilet seat, $1,200 for a hammer, or whatever he says. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think of.
They hide the shit, and that's. I mean, I know I sound crazy, but all this stuff is all part of a whole fucking other thing that is gonna have a lot to do with all kinds of crazy money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
that's where the people should be upset.
I think this is the good angle, though. Oh, by the way, all my liberal friends that I was kind of joking with after Trump got elected could not have any sense of humor about it. I have to not talk to them for a week. I was like, dude, relax. It was
friend.
I'll tell you some off air. I can't mention them right now. But it's like, are you serious? Do you really think all this shit's gonna happen? And then get really personal with me. I'm just like, lighten up.
Really?
I'll tell you. I think we're good, man.
You got to end it now. I got to hear that.
I got to do a set.
Okay.
About pedophile hunters.
Oh boy.
Pedophile hunters.
What are they hunting for? Like deer?
And then a celebrity pedophile hunt show.
What do they hunt for? Bears and deer and stuff.
Well, I guess that can sound like it's a bunch of creepy dudes.
Yes, we gotta hurry up, end it before the hard out. That is correct.
Is that how you did it? Is that what you thought? I'm going.